What's up, everyone? It's your girl Brain Shanae, and today is the 16th day of Vlogmas. But anywho, so I enjoyed the book tag that I did yesterday, so I felt like it's a pretty good random day to do another book tag. So I'm going to be doing the super random book tag, so please stay tuned. I am back, and if you're new to my channel, welcome. So like I said, I really enjoyed the book tag yesterday. I felt like, okay, I should do another book tag. So I'm going to be doing the super random book tag. So I know it's random, right? But that's the whole point. And you know, it's a random day. It's randomly snowing in Columbus, Ohio. So, you know, might as well just do the tag. So anyhow, let's go ahead and get started. So for the first question, it says, color crazy. Pick a color that matches your emotion when you're reading your favorite book. I mostly think of like bright colors, like a yellow and like a light blue. I feel like for me, those are like happy colors for me. I'm not a pink type of girl, you know, so yeah, so a nice sunny yellow and then a nice light blue. So those are my two colors. That's not just one, but two colors. The second question is a favorite movie. Pick the best book to movie adaptation. I'm trying to think on that because there are some books that I feel like that deserves a movie, and the best adaptation, I'll go with The Hate U Give, you know, by Angie Thomas. I feel like that was a great movie. It was definitely a good representation of what is still happening in America with police brutality. As you may not know, in Columbus, Ohio, we have lost someone, Casey, rest in power, and they are investigating it, and we are protesting right now as we speak. I feel like something has to change, something has to happen, because it's just a mess. And when you think about the case, you can always just look it up, but you know, the sheriff's office said they couldn't afford body cams for the police officers, so they didn't have that. And I'm like, okay, if you didn't have the money for body cams, why were the police officers out in the first place without them? Because I thought that was a requirement for them to have, right? But anyhow, so I will go with The Hate U Give by Angie Thomas. But like I said, if you want to look up what's been happening in Columbus, Ohio regarding Casey, I just suggest you Google it and look that up, because they're still investigating it, and I feel like he deserves justice, and justice needs to be served. The third question is favorite song at the moment. Say your favorite song at the moment and pick a book that you feel is the same as your favorite song. Brown Skin Girl by Beyonce. I love that song. That song makes me think of the current book that I'm reading now that I have on audiobook, and that is Array Bearer. And that reminds me of that song so much. I love that song so much. Beyonce did a fantastic job, and I also love that Blue Ivy was also in that song. She did her little thing. But fourth question is book slump. Name a book that put you in a reading slump. Currently, no book has put me in a reading slump, thank goodness. Question number 5, it says, book shopping. Name a book that you spent way too much money on. Now, let me tell you something. I try not to spend so much money on books. Now, I'm still waiting on a book because I went ahead and got it because I need to have it. And that's Barack Obama's new book that just came out. And that book was expensive. It was close to like 30 bucks. And that's the most I have spent on a book. Other than that, I usually go for sales and stuff like that for books. I don't really do $30 of just one book. So yeah, I would say that's my most expensive book that I have purchased for sure, that I spent a lot of money on. And I haven't got the book yet. I ordered it. It's back ordered because yeah, I should have pre-ordered it when I had a chance, but I didn't have the money at that time. But yeah, so I would say that's the most expensive book that I have bought recently. The 6th question is, let's see, empty pockets. Name a book that you really want, but you don't have the money to buy for it. Currently, I have all the books that I want, so I can't really answer that question. Question 7, the Golden Trio. Name a group of friends besides Harry Potter, Hermione Granger, and Ron Weasley. A group of friends. I gotta think on this. So I can't really think of a group of friends besides, like they said, it cannot be Harry Potter, Hermione, or Ron. So I might just go with the Hunger Games. We have Katniss, we have Peeta, we have Gale, and in the tributes. A lot of the tributes, they all became friends. So I'm gonna choose those people right there because I can't think of anything else. So that would be a group of friends that I'm going to pretty much decide right now because I really can't think of anything else. My mind is going blank at the moment. Question number 8. So it says, memories. Name your top 3 favorite books. So I don't really have a top 3. I really love the books that I've read so far. I really love them. I feel like for this year in 2021, one of the books is Legendborn. I love that book so much. And of course, I'm currently reading Ray Bear, and that's definitely going to be another book because that was absolutely amazing. Like, I'm still reading it, and so far I'm loving it, and no disappointments at all whatsoever. So I know it's going to be like my top 3, one of my 3 books. So yeah, so we got Ray Bear, we got Legendborn. Let me see what other book that I think was my favorite. Daughters of Jubilation. I would think those were my top 3 books, or at least one. I can't say top 3. I'll say the least the 3 books that are definitely part of my favorites list, because I have more than just 3. Actually, I can't just pick 3. The list can go on and on. But since for this question about 3 books, I'll go with, like I said, Legendborn, I'll go with Ray Bear, and I'll also go with Daughters of Jubilation. Now, question number 9. It says, never-ending TBR. Name a book that you want to add to your never-ending TBR. Currently, I don't have to add any more books, because can't do it to myself. I haven't added any books to my TBR. I'm planning on not doing that because I know I'm just going to put more pressure on myself trying to like fulfill my TBR and read all the books before the pretty much the month is over. So I can't do that. I'm not putting no pressure on myself. Thank God. I did not add any books on my TBR this month. Thank the Lord. Thank goodness. Question 10. It says, oops, name a book that's popular that you haven't read yet. So I would go with The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. Haven't read it yet. A lot of people said it's a great book. It's a great read. I haven't got into it. I have the book right here from Book of the Month, and it's just, I haven't read it. I feel like I need to get in the mood to read that, and I just haven't been in that mood. You know what I mean? So yeah, I feel like that's a popular book that I haven't read yet. Question 11. It says, Rainbow. Name a book that gives you all the feels. I can't name a book. Like, all the books I read this year gave me the feels. Like, Mexican Gothic, it was all right. I gave it a 3 out of 5 stars. It gave me some feels until the end. Legendborn, oh, hell yeah. It gave me all the feels. Ray Bear is currently giving me the feels. Love that. This Ray Bear is amazing. But anywho, literally a lot of books I have read recently, especially this year alone, have been giving me feels that I never thought I would feel when I was reading, ever reading a book ever. And I feel like that's amazing, especially with Black representation in books, also by Black authors. I feel like those are this year was definitely an eye-opener, not just for me, but for everybody else, because like, I'm a huge supporter of Black authors. I grew up that way. My mom always told me to support Black authors, and I do love I also feel like with the Black authors and what they contribute, it makes me feel like I'm part of this world. I'm part of that book, because if you think about especially Black history and also during slavery, and we had nothing to look forward to, we have no history, we don't have any history of ancestors. I feel like for me, reading these books by Black authors, Octavia Butler, Jacqueline Woodson, Toni Morrison, I feel like those books give me something that I'm missing, that I will never know, and I'll never will know unless I do like deep down into really research really hard. But a lot of history, especially African American, Black, African American people or Black people's history is forgotten. And I feel like with the books by Black authors, they give that to us. They give us what has been missing in our lives. So, but anyway, I'm ranting. Like, this is the random book tag, so I'm ranting randomly. Question number 12. It says, movie night. Name a book to movie series or book to movie adaptation that you've binged watched. Well, I haven't read Lord of the Rings, but I love the movies. They were awesome. So I like Lord of the Rings. I also like The Hobbit. I also like, there's a lot of movies that I could say that I binged watched, and especially book to movie series or whatever. Hunger Games, I read the series, love it so much. I binge read it, you know, multiple times, especially when the movies came out. Amazing. Twilight is another thing. The Hate You Give, I constantly watch that over and over again. My kids love the movie. My husband even loves it. There's just a lot of book to movie adaptations that I have read and that I really enjoyed. I can't say that there hasn't been a book that disappointed me. So I'll go with those books and movies that I had pretty much told you. Question 13. It says sweet but sour. Name a book that is sweet but is sour in some way. I guess I could say my recent read, Kingdom of the Wicked by Carrie Maniscalco. It was sweet in the beginning, then it got really, really sour in the middle, but towards the end it got sweet again, like the aftertaste. The end of the book, the aftertaste was very sweet and I loved it. Just in the middle, I do not like the sour. I did not like the sour part of the book, just didn't like it. But I would say that book definitely gave me sweet and sour moments. And then the last question is, well, number 14. OMG, no spoilers, please. Name a book that you've been spoiled for. Haven't been spoiled ever. I try to avoid getting spoiled. Only if I really want to know about the book, I don't consider it spoiling. I think it's just me trying to do my research, making sure that I do like this book, because if I don't like it and I waste my money, I'll just be really upset. But so, I haven't been spoiled. I do my best to stay away from them, avoid them. I'm like, y'all can talk amongst yourselves. Don't include me in this conversation because I haven't read the book yet. And, you know, so I haven't been spoiled thus far. So hopefully I can keep that up of not being spoiled. And of course, as if you are watching this and you haven't done the super random book tag, then I officially tag you. You are tagged and I cannot wait to watch your videos. But that is it, you guys. That was the super random book tag because it's just a super random day and I had some super random answers for the questions. But anywho, if you enjoyed this random video, please give me a thumbs up. Also hit that subscribe button and that bell to be notified when I upload more videos in the future. But thank you so much for watching, you guys, and please stay healthy and stay safe. See ya!